Hey YouTube, right, this week's lesson, as you've just heard, is Rest in Peace, the intro to by Extreme, and the wonderful, awesome, amazing guitar player that is Nuno Bettencourt. The tab is on my website, dansguitar.com, it's all free on there, and you can also find a load of lessons. I've just posted one new lesson, there's another 3 coming up in a 4-part series, and 2 jamming tracks coming up as well on Patreon. So there's a lot on there. There's already a shed load of stuff on there, so visit that. It helps support the channel. And talking about supporting the channel, please do like, share, subscribe and hit the bell button if you do like this video, and consider following me on all the socials as well, where there'll be loads of little solo bits and bobs pop up from time to time. So that is all I need to say about the social side of it. Now this video, you are going to learn 8 licks. Those 8 licks, kind of, what I think is 1, 3 and 7 are exactly the same. You've got variants on a couple of other licks, and there is an extremely difficult blues lick to play. But you can still slow it down and put that into your own kind of take, if you like. And it's a good combination of notes to get used to. So just, do what you will with it. Play it as you can. If you can't play it at full speed, you'll find another way to play that little bar, that section of the solo. But to get the funkiness of this, it's going to take some. It's just going to take some time just to get used to it. So phrase train it. Start slow. Start speeding it up gradually, not going full pelt if you can't play it at full pelt straight away. And it's just common sense, right? There you go. So Nuno Bettencourt is wonderful. This is an excellent intro, and I hope you enjoy learning it. So check him out if you haven't already done so. Nuno is killer. There we go. I'll leave you with it. Breakdown coming up now. So we have 8 licks, albeit licks 1, 3 and 7 are exactly the same, but I've kind of broken it down into 8 stages for you. And we've got variants of that same lick as we go through it, with obviously that swift blues scale run at the end. Now we're using E blues scale, or E minor, pentatonic, whichever way you look at it, with that blues note added in. But the original, as I've already said at the beginning, is in E flat, so the tuning of the guitar is down half a step. But to keep this kind of easy for you guys, if you've got locking systems on your guitars and stuff like that, you can learn it in standard along with me on this lesson, and then basically detune if you need to, or grab a different guitar and play it along with the original. But the first lick goes like this. So this is the whole lick. I'll play it slowly. Basically that, okay? Now the sound that I'm using is a Marshall with like a tube screamer in front of it, but it's the Moxie, Wampler Moxie, to give it a little bit more of an edge, which was this sound. For those that are interested, and that's the Tonex pedal with the Wampler pedal. Anyway, so you've got a hammer on from 12 to the 14 on that D string. So 12, 12, 2 strikes of the 12th fret on that 3rd string. Now I pull off the 14 to the 12, so I'm going to indicate that on the tab as well. So I'm going to do, which I forgot to do, like that. So you've got 12, 14 D string, 2 strikes of the 12 on the G, back to the D string for 14, 12, pull off, so the opposite direction. Then you end up with the 14 sliding down to the 12, pulling off to the 10 on that A string. So you should end up with that. Striking the 12 again and then sliding back up to the 14. So that's your lick for that little stage. So 2 strikes of the 12 on the D string, and then bringing in the E chord. Now you can take your hand all the way down, or you can just choose to hit that open E string, which is fine. If you do that, you're not really going to lose too much, and it might make it a little bit easier to move between these because they're quite quick succession. Anyway, so that was lick number 1. Lick number 2 is basically same thing, just with a variant after the 14, 12, 10 pull off slide thing. So starting with the 12, 14 hammer on D string, 2 strikes of the G again on that 12th fret, pull off from 14 to 12 on the D string once more. Now again, we're going to the 14, slide to 12, pull off to the 10 on the A string. But this time, you're going to slide up from the 12 to the 14 once more, back down to the 10 on that same string. So that's the 10 on the D string for that G note. And then into your E power chord at the end. So I'll play that again. Close for the E chord, but that'll do. So that was lick number 2, or part number 2. So then we move on to lick number 3, which was exactly the same as number 1, but I'll play it slowly for you without breaking it down, because you've already had that. 3, 4, and 1. So that was your lick for lick number 1, but 3. So moves us on to lick 4, where we bring in a little bit of a Hendrix type vibe with this one, which is obviously wonderful to stick in with any kind of solo. You have your 12, 14 hammer on once more on that D string, and then the double strike at the 12, so you see a reoccurring sort of lick coming through. Pull off 14, 12 D string, and then this is where the Hendrix part comes into it. So you have your 14 bend up, and you don't hear that come down, so you just stop it at the top of the bend. Go into the 12th fret with a bit of vibrato if you can put that in if you have time, and then 3 strikes of the 14th fret on that D string. Now I tend to put a bit of vibrato on that as I'm playing it anyway, but it's up to you. So just because you're sliding out, and I like to do that, it's my sort of thing. And that was lick number 4, so I'll play that for you slowly. So it goes 3, 4, 1. Okay, there you go, that's that one. That's lick number 4. So lick number 5 comes in, and this is slightly different again. So you've got, I'll play it slow for you to start off with. So you've got that 12, 12, 12, 14 on the end, which is your variant on this one. So the rest of the lick is the same as what you've already done. So that's the 12, 14 on the D, 12, 12 on the G, 14 pull off 12 on the D again, slide 14 to 12, pull off to 10 on that A string, and then back from 12 to 14 with a slide on that A string as well. And then you have 3 strikes of the 12 on the D, and then you have your 14th fret on the D string as well. So, and that's the only variant, is that last beat of that bar compared to the other ones. So moving on to lick 6. Now this one you are going to have to phrase train yourself to do, more than likely. Basically it's tricky. You're using 6 tuplets, and at the end you're bringing in some 30-second notes as well, which you could kind of blag your way through it anyway. But as long as you get the main bulk of this right, it's a great lick to learn, and one that can be put into your playing slower as well, so it doesn't have to be at this speed because it's quite fast. But this is not easy, put it that way. So I'm going to play it slowly, really slowly, and it goes something like this. So okay, so I'll do that again. Alright, so at the end you kind of just rush your way through those notes. I wouldn't worry too much about trying to make it spot on anyway. So this, breaking it down, really breaking it down, you've got your 12 on the D, A string, no, G, sorry, there you are, 3rd string, so the G note. And then you've got 14, back to the 12 on that, 14 is on the D, back to the 12 on the G, running up the blues scale, so you're going to the 14 and then 15. Now I'm going to say pick this or hammer on, it's up to you. I like the hammer-ons because it makes it sound smooth, and I'm pretty sure Nuno uses hammer-ons quite a lot, but slightly palm mutes them to make it almost sound like they're being picked, especially if you've got enough gain to do so. Anyway, so 12, 14, 15 on the 3rd string, to the 12 on the B, back down to the G for 15, 14, 12. So all you're doing is going up the blues scale and then back down from. So you can practice that as a separate thing. Not so easy to do actually, but there you go, it is what it is. So you have your 12, 14, 15 to the 12, back down to the 12, and that takes you on to the second half of the second beat. So which then leads you to the 13 on the second string, the B string, where you're coming down the blues scale again, but this time from the 13. So you're going to go 13, 12. I pull that off as well. 13, 12, 15 on the third string, the G, back to the second string, 12th fret, through the blues scale once more for 15, 14, 12. And then if you can get 14 and 14 in there as well, that leaves you with that last beat. So you have... Okay, so 14 is on the D, going across to 14 on the G. Right, then the last beat, you have your 12 on the G, 14, 12 on the D, back to the 12, so you roll that first finger across more than likely onto that third string, and then 14, 12, pull off on the D string to 14 on the A, and you can leave that ringing for 3/16 notes, so just like, yeah, 3/4 of a beat. Before you go back into a riff which you've done already, which is... So that's lick number 7, same as lick number 1, which I don't need to go through, I don't think. Right, and then that leads you on to the last lick, and then I'll play the whole thing slow for you in a little while, so be aware of that. Which goes, lick 8 is... and that leads you into the rhythm part where the singing starts as well. So that is 12, hammer onto the 14 on the D again, 2 strikes to the G on 12, pull off from 14, 12 on the D, and then you bend 14th fret on the G, bringing the little finger into the 15th, little burp there, nice, well done, 14th fret on that third string, to the 15 on the second string, and then that leads you to the chord of A5 before you go into the rhythm section. If you want the rest of the tab, you'll have to find it online, but that is the intro to Rest in Peace. I was going to say Rust in Peace, that's Metallica, but Rest in Peace by Extreme and Nuno Bettencourt's wonderful kind of funky smoothness that he puts into his playing. I absolutely love his playing. I'll play it slow all the way through for you now if I can. So it'll go, here we go. So 3, 4, 1. Etc, etc. I hope I got that right. It felt right. Anyway, I'll hand you back to me to sign it off at the end again. So we have obviously learned Nuno Bettencourt's, just a snippet of his style with those excellent blues runs that he uses. Yeah, if you can mimic just a fraction of that, you'll end up spicing your playing up no end. Could splice it, it's up to you. But as always, please do support the channel by visiting Patreon and my website for the free tab on there, and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. All the links are below, and that is it. That's all I need to say. I shall bid you farewell, and I'll see you next time. Laters everyone.